Hello and welcome to à-tête with Tiwa. I'm Tineke.
I'm Wally.
And we're answering some questions. So today's question is, what do you do when you are unhappy with each other?
What do you do when you're unhappy with each other?
When you're unhappy with me, what do you do?
All right. Okay.
You're never unhappy with me.
Well, you see, that's the thing.
Why don't you just say that?
Yeah, but let's not get carried away.
So what do you do?
Yeah, but it's not that often. I guess that's why I had to pause to think. What do I do? What do I do? Maybe listen to music. I go into myself. When I say I go into myself, I just do the things that make me happy, put me at ease. When I put me at ease, when I say, you know what I mean, just make me chill out, exactly. The things that allow me to chill out. Music is one of my major things. I love jazz, and it has a way of soothing my edges, so to speak. Edges, on edge. Yes. Yeah, so I pretty much...
So you wouldn't tell me if you were unhappy?
Oh, if I'm unhappy, I express that. I don't think it's something that so you would know already. Yeah, but I tend to, it's a very confusing thing, but yeah, I tend to find a way to work through it quite quickly. And if we can't discuss it at the time, because at times we can't discuss it, there are just some situations where you can't discuss it at that particular time. If I can't discuss it, I like I said, I go into myself, just process it, and that way I process the fact that it's two different people, two different viewpoints, and make it make sense, not from my point alone, but from your point as well. And once I've processed it, the unhappiness is gone.
See, I'm actually a bit struggling a little bit with this question, because it says, what do you do when you're unhappy with each other? What would make me unhappy with you? Is that like I'm unhappy that you didn't get the food ready on time, or is it like I'm unhappy that you made a decision that has changed our lives? You know what I mean? So I think there's different levels of unhappy,
okay.
And so there's different reactions.
Right.
But actually, to be fair, my reaction is pretty much almost the same every single time. Do you know what I do when I'm unhappy?
So you pray?
Well done.
Yeah, I know that much. You pray.
Yes, so when I'm unhappy with him, to be fair, when I'm unhappy with anybody, I just go to God. I literally do. I'm like, with him it's easier because there's there's responsibility here. So when I go to God, I'm like, the man that you told me to submit to, this is what he has done. So I can actually like throw it back at God, like, you know what, you better go and speak to your son, because I ain't happy. So that's what I do. Yeah, literally that's what I do. That's what I do. I won't even necessarily tell Wally that I'm unhappy. I mean, he will probably know, depending but it depends on what it is now.
Yeah,
so depending on what it is, he would know. I don't hide the fact that I'm not happy, but I won't necessarily be, as in, so I do say, yes, I'm not happy. Not happy. So I would say it like that, but I won't, not in any dramatic manner. I would just say I'm not happy.
No, I'm being serious. You don't.
Some of your comments are just like...
No. Seriously, I meant that in all sincerity.
No, I know you did, but your timing is just so...
Oh, well.
Anyway, so yes, I just go back to God. That's what I do when I'm unhappy with him. And I just tell God to, like, sort him out and sort me out. Yeah. So, and it's one of those things, because it's not, the fact that I'm unhappy with him doesn't necessarily mean I'm right. He might be right. So in going back to God, that kind of is that settles it, because whatever God decides and whatever, then that's, I might have no right to be unhappy about the situation. But yeah, but I always say this thing: every feeling is valid.
Absolutely.
Every emotion is valid. So it's what you do with it. So the fact that I'm feeling unhappy about it, whether or not I have the right or I should be or not, the fact that I'm feeling it is valid. So I have to deal with that fact, and then but I don't know. I think, did I answer the question?
Yeah, I wonder if I did.
You say you go, so I go to God, you go to jazz. But it works.
Yeah. I mean, look, this is not, I mean,
it's okay, Wally.
Yeah, no. I'm just thinking that, I just, for me, it's because while I'm listening to music, I can think clearly, I can think clearly, and that allows me to then think things through. Because I'm not happy, like you said, I'm not happy doesn't necessarily mean I'm right. So I have to take it from both points. I have to look at it from your point of view, from my point of view, and make it make sense. So first, the most important thing is this, and I always say, we are not against each other. We are together. I mean, we're not coming to fight the world, though, but you know what I mean. We are together against the world. Yeah. So I know that whatever has happened is not because it's not about me. Rather, it's about just trying to be cohesive in whatever it is. I hope that makes sense. I know exactly what I'm saying.
I think it does make sense.
Yeah, okay.
Basically, what you have said is you would go to something that keeps you calm, which is music. In your case, it's jazz music. You go to your jazz music, think it through. You know that whatever the situation is, it's not a me and you fighting. It's so we can sort it out.
We can sort it out, exactly. We can always sort it out. And that's the bottom line. It can always be sorted out.
And that's it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're done. See you next time.
Ciao.